Line drive, caught by Schofield. That is 8 in a row now, retired by Saberhagen. 1 out here in the 7th.
7 outs on 13 pitches, so this game progressing rather quickly. The fastest game ever played in Major League history, 51 minutes.
Brian Jordan, the right fielder now. He's 1 for 2. Oh, it looked like it hit him. I think it hit him in his left hand. Or did it hit the bat? Home plate umpire Mike Winter says it hit the bat. Jordan's not running to first base.
Sounded like it hit the bat and hit right on the knob. As that pitch is in tight, he moves into it, comes off of there. Torrey's out to argue that it hit his batter. But evidently the umpire, Mike Winter, says it did not. It hit the bat.
You can understand Torrey's argument, even though Jordan made no attempt whatsoever to go to first base. However, after the pitch, Jordan glaring out at Saberhagen.
And he still is. Well, if you didn't see it, you might hear it. And let's listen to see what kind of sound we get off of the replay. Certainly sounded like it hit wood.
Either that or it was doctored up by our guys in the control room who are Mets fans.
Shades of Gil Hodges pulling that ball out of the dugout that showed shoe polish on a pitch that hit Cleon Jones in the 1969 World Series.
Well, we talked also about having to pitch Guerrero and Jordan and guys like that inside. And obviously, when you pitch guys inside, there's always a chance of a ball running in, tailing in. Guerrero on the second step. Guerrero, the guy you'll remember back in 1988, who went after David Cohn when Cohn hit him with a curveball in Los Angeles. Guerrero throwing the bat. And there again is the fastball up and in. And Jordan, you can see again, glaring out at Saberhagen. Got to be able to pitch inside.
He's going to have to learn to handle that sort of thing, because that's where he's going to be pitched.
That's
try
right.
to get him in there tight because he's so strong.
That's right. And again, the fastball inside. And again, Jordan glares at Saberhagen. 2 outs.
Well, football and baseball are 2 different sports. Intimidation a part of each, but you're going to have to learn that that's part of this game.
Especially if you can't hit it and if that's your weakness. And again, Jordan glaring at Saberhagen. So intimidation all part of the game, but you got to be able to pitch somebody inside. Nothing in 2 to Milt Thompson.
He seems to be right on that. He isn't backing off at all.
There's a guy, now this is a very interesting conversation, one might imagine. There's a guy who was hit more than any other player in the history of Major League Baseball, Don Baylor, the batting instructor for the Cardinals, talking to Brian Jordan. Line drive, left field. It'll be caught. So the bloop double goes for naught, and I'll guarantee you, knowing Don Baylor, he's telling Jordan, hey, that's all part of the game, because that's the way Baylor approached the game. No score, middle of the 7th. Brian Jordan, after having the pitch fouled off the knob of the bat, even going to his position. Now we'll look at him and check him out, looking into the Mets dugout and trying to eyeball Bret Saberhagen. Never took his eyes off of it.
Well, let's take a look at the pitch. It's a fastball that's not really too far inside. And he is struck out on that pitch. He was hit by a pitch similar to it. And after being hit, glared back at Saberhagen as though, you can't do that to me. One of the things that happens in baseball, if those things bother you, you keep getting them.
No, I'll guarantee you. That's right.